All right, so we're recording here. Okay, so one thing that we were going to cover with a bunch of you guys here as we look into is, and I'm looking over the list here, a lot of you guys are new, but many of you guys have been with us for a while and remember all of the optimal health competitions that we've done over the year. We generally do them in January and August of every year.
Some of you are from those.
Yeah, actually.
Like started as clients.
Yeah, Gina Schnabel, past winner.
When was it? 2012? 13? 12? I can't see. She's mouthing it. Anyways, one of the years. And she actually started even a week late into the competition, and she still crushed it and won.
Yeah.
She won the inches category we did that year.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we have going on that we are going to be layering people on, because we've been doing a lot of work with Dr. A, and we're going to build on the momentum of the 12-week Optimal Health Challenge that we did in January. And there's going to be a format coming out. And Terry and David Miller actually did an awesome job. And what they did is they actually set up a competition that's going to look very similar to what we're going to be looking at following convention. And so we wanted to show you guys what it looked like. One, because if you like, you guys can actually host your own group and actually take a hold and actually do a dry run with your clients. But for most of you guys, what we're showing you guys and what we're showing you guys the opportunity to do is we're going to do one as a group, so you guys can kind of see how it looks, how it operates, and you guys can feel really comfortable coming out of convention and seeing what that looks like here. So I'm actually just going to review a little bit about what that looks like here. And then, we'll probably have some questions afterwards, but I'm going to show you guys 1 second here. Let's share my screen so you guys can see everything. Let's see here. So let me go to my internet. So what we're actually using is we're going to step it up. And many of you guys probably remember the competitions that we've done before. And what we usually do is we do a before and after. We do some kind of a fun point system. And we usually do anywhere between a month and 6 weeks. And the challenges work really well because, one, it's an additional reason, to get healthy besides just the normal reason every day. So it gives not only yourselves, but new coaches and everyone in the business something to operate into. It helps people have fun and feel accomplishing. I mean, it's really fun to be part of a competition. Everyone's always seen that. And then as well, once you're done, showing people the results. So people that maybe stayed on the sidelines, they get to look in and be like, wow, look at what you got. Like, look at all the people they accomplished. Look what the winners did in that short time period. So it's really good branding for your business. So with Take Shape for Life, what they're going to do is they're going to take it to the next level. They're going to use meltdownchallenge.com, which is a fun interactive site where beyond just the competition that we normally do, it actually has a fun interactive format, and actually an even stronger format, because in the past, many of you that remember, we've actually done optimal health type points. Like, we've had points for different things, for inviting people, for different things just beyond just weight loss or inches that have gone on. So this is the website, and I'm actually going to show you what it looks like. Here, I'm going to actually forward over to here. And this is what the challenge looks like. So this one is July's health challenge. This is actually very similar to what it'll look like post-convention when we do the big one with Dr. A from the company. And essentially, these are some of the things that it looks like here. So you can kind of see how the site works. This is my login. So this is me as a client, part of this competition. You can see that it's a $20 ante, and it shows you the amount of challengers that are in. It shows you the total poll. This is a weight loss competition, and actually you can either go for, say that your goal is weight loss, you can do 4% weight loss as the minimum, and it's not all based on points for weight loss as far as your total points, and I'll get that into a second. But also for anyone that's looking to just maintain their weight through this competition, say for some of your clients that have already hit their goal and are working on optimal health, they can also partake in this. They just will set up their goal to not be weight loss. And that starts when you join the competition. So these are all things that we can go through, and you'll see firsthand when we do a test run on this. So this particular competition starts on July 7th. And this is the one that David and Terry set up. It goes through August 4th. And so it's a 4-week challenge. So it starts on that day. You can log in and sign up now. And basically, it's just you can start getting ready right now. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on the site here. So this is me in the competition. And this is kind of some of the cool things you get to do. One, it's like a Facebook interactive page. So like you can see all the people that are in the competition can post, you can reply, you can like. So there's like, it's kind of like having a Facebook support group, but within the competition. And I'm going to get to some of the cool features of this here in a second. But just to kind of get off some of the basics of how the points work is in the 4 weeks in this particular competition, participants need to only make or receive 133 points out of 166. And you get your points not only for reaching your weight loss goals, but you can also get tons of other points. For one, you can invite people to join the competition, and you can get up to 14 points inviting one person a day up till the competition. And you also get one additional point for every one of your friends, if I understand this correctly, that joins the competition, like that actually joins and signs up. You get points for posting on the wall daily. So I posted on the wall and see if I can find my really awesome comment here. It's right.
I thought I saw it.
Let's see if I can find my comment. This is my posting on the wall. That's my example of me posting on the wall. And I got a point for that today on my competition. So you get a point for being interactive. So you also get points. I know I'm so well spoken. I know. There's daily reading. There's food logs that you can do. There's exercise logs. There's weekly client support calls. So ideally, each person that has their own room for their clients, and I'll get to how this looks in a second, you do a call with your clients in the challenge once a week, generally through Zoom, and you can just kind of go over a quick little meeting of the week. So in a 4-week competition, there will be 4 of them. So you get to kind of huddle up your group of your clients and do a quick call. So the cool part about this challenge is, one, as always, like we were talking about, it's a really good format to build your business and get clients. The additional good part of this is this will help clients get integrated. This is another format to help clients get integrated very quickly. So, you can see that we're bringing in a lot of aspects that are beyond just weight loss and how we've done the competitions before. And we've kind of been bound because we didn't have a format to do things like this. So there's also a weekly health webinar that you can be on as well. And that's kind of how the point system works. So people can start gaining points and at any point, and that's how they get entered into win. With their $20 ante, everyone that, so let's see here, let me make sure I divvy up this right. So you ante in $20 to be part of the competition. And one, there's just all these benefits of being in the competition, which are fun. But 25% of the pot goes to meltdown.com for hosting the competition, overhead costs and whatnot. And then the rest of the pot is divided up in different percentages. But essentially the rest of the pot goes to the winner. So anyone that gains 133 points out of the 166 gets to split the pot. So essentially, if everybody wins, you pretty much get all your money back. If you finish the competition, you'll probably make more money back than what you got, which is an additional bonus, because what if on top of hitting your goals and all this cool stuff, you made money and accomplished your goals, which are really exciting. So these are just some of the fun aspects of it that we've done before. We'll also probably within our group, there'll probably be some additional prizes that we'll send out. But just there's so many different potential things that can happen once you add a client. So 1 second, I need some healthy water. So it must have been unhealthy water, yeah. So how this competition works is, and this is the way we've been explained. Yes, thank you, Ashley. You're hilarious. Is you can kind of picture this format as a hotel. So David and Terry have started this hotel. And then when we go into, post-convention, Take Shape for Life will be the hotel. Here, 1 second, I need more water. This is like the third time. It's been really, allergies are really bad here in the Northwest right now. This is like the third time this has happened this week. So hold on.
Do you need a straw?
All right, let's see if I make it. Let's see how far I can make it. But essentially, so the hotel example, the challenge is a hotel. And then basically when we launch this for real, each one of you will have your own room in the hotel, if that makes sense. So everyone will be part of the one big challenge. But say, like, for instance, Lori, you're on my screen right now, so I can reference you. Actually, there's 2 Loris, so I'm going to talk. You pick which one I'm talking about. You can have your own room and invite all of your clients. And then your interactive page will be only of your clients, even though there's probably going to be, hundreds or thousands of people once we get to the post-convention one. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is this is the page of what you see, and this is all the cool stuff here. So let me jump over to the page of what it looks like in your own page. So this is.
I have a question on that though.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for clarity, so there's the hotel, aka the challenge.
Yep.
Then you have the room. Do the people in the room split their own pot, or does everyone in the challenge split the pot?
Everyone in the challenge splits the pot.
Okay.
So you're not. Yeah, that's a really good question.
So you don't have an advantage per se if you have a bigger business or something with more clients. It's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same hotel. So again, going with the hotel example, the whole challenge is the hotel, and then Lori, for instance, would have her hotel room with her clients, and this is what this would look like. So Ashley and I have started our hotel room. So this is us with the whole competition. You can see there's at least 145 challengers, and Ashley and I have started our own room. So no one's been invited as on our team yet because we just started this, and then this would be our room. So as we go through this mock run, you guys would join our hotel room if you guys are just going to go through for a dry run with us, and only us will comment on this page. You can actually join the main page and see everyone in the competition, but you would operate yours within just your wall within your own little hotel room. So Lori, if you invited all of your clients, your frontline clients, they would be in here and they would be speaking and encouraging each other. And there's thousands of people in the competition, but just your clients would be on your wall communicating, encouraging people, and you would be speaking directly to them, which, just like our health coach support pages, it's kind of a grooming for health coach potential because everyone's getting integrated really quickly. And also because it's very easy to be invited into the competition because one, they get points for it, but two, anyone can join. You can see who's inviting people, and there's great health coach potential right there if they're naturally inviting people. So those are just, again, some of the benefits of this as well, because your clients can be inviting people to this fun challenge, and then those are leads for you for all these great things. And the other thing that I didn't say is that this challenge site is set up that anyone can join. They don't necessarily need to be on the Take Shape for Life program. So
they don't have to have a Take Shape for Life ID, you're saying? No,
they can just be anyone that wants to be more involved in our community, but just wants to be part of the competition,
so maybe they don't even know what this is. They're just so-and-so from whatever, and they've been wanting to lose weight, and this is what's going to get them integrated and see oh, why are they losing 3 pounds in a week and I went up a pound?
Yeah, for instance.
Not that will happen, but it tends to happen.
If you have, let's just say this is a scenario probably that would work out really well. You have that person that's super interested, but they just dip their toe in, but they never really call you back to get the information, but you know that they want to do something. This would be something fun to invite them into. They would participate. They'd see all the other results. They'd be part of the community. And it would just be a strong layering tool. So it's a thing to build your business, to gain clients, to get started, but also it doubles as a lead pool because one, your clients are bringing in new people, but you can also start layering people and bringing them in, even just to be part of the competition. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to be invited, and that's pretty much how this works. And then we'll kind of open it up for a few questions. So for instance, when you guys want to join ours, let me hop over to the page. Real quick also, so you all get a profile, and let me log into my profile. So this is my profile, so you can see, I put my name in there. I got all my stuff. Let me see here. I'm going to go to edit profile so you can see all my information. So I wanted to go over this stuff too. So you can put in all your information here. You can put your current weight, which you'll put in. You'll get an email at the time the competition starts. You'll get an email to remind you, and you literally can't log into the competition. It'll pop up a bunch of boxes. You can't do anything on the site until it reminds you to weigh in for your current day. And there's also a referee system, so you can actually see this, so no one's just making it up as we go along. And then you can put your target weight. Anyone who wants it to be private can actually, they can click this button right here, and they can make sure that it's not published on my profile page. So if people want to keep it private, or if they don't, I don't care, me, I have mine published. And then you can put in all your information right here. And then additionally, so for each person in their profile, they would have a link, and then that's how they invite people to the challenge. So this is the link that we'll be sending out, and everyone can join. This will take you guys directly into the challenge. It'll bring you right into our hotel room, and that's the exact way it'll happen when you guys are running your challenge. So it's actually a really quick, easy format. And then this is how simple it is when you log in. So when you guys see this, or if it's your clients, they would click on this link and it would take you to this page. I'm just going to go through this real quick on a slideshow. So it's gonna prompt you. If you click on that, it's gonna take you to this page that says create account, and it's already bringing you right to the wall. Like for instance, on this challenge, it's gonna bring you right into our page. You just sign up, your name, your email address, make a password real quick. There's a security password at the bottom, and you create account. Then it just has you make sure that it reviews your payment method. You can pay via PayPal, which takes 2 seconds, or there's a few different ways that you can pay. Most people will pay via PayPal. I did this in probably 2 seconds, or probably 30 seconds, and I'm not that computer savvy. Takes you to a PayPal account. You can anyone who knows PayPal can do that. And then it says, congratulations, great, you paid and enter the challenge. And then you click view challenge, and that's how you get taken to that page. So that's how easy it is to sign up. And then that's the link that we'll get out to all of you guys, so you guys can do a test run with us on this challenge. And then you guys will be very well versed, because how we plan on doing this is we want to get a really good layering. We'll go over all the different ways to really get this out, which will include things such as posting on your Facebook, making a Facebook event.
Graphics.
We'll have a graphic out for everybody. Just different things. If you're using Mad Mimi, layering on your clients on this, all the different things that you can do. But we'll have this done way ahead of time, so you guys can start getting the word out before convention, at convention when you're posting things about how things are going, and then post-convention. So we'll have more details on the exact dates, but I can't tell you guys too much different information, but there's a lot of exciting things that are coming out at convention. So this is going to be a great tool to help capture everyone right out of convention. So the idea behind the challenges, like we talked about before, is not only to have fun, to engage your clients. It's always fun to get a little bit of a competition going, but right out of convention, it gives not only yourself, but people on your team a reason for them to build clients very quickly. It gives them an easy tool. That's why we've done this for such a long time. And that's why Take Shape for Life is seeing that it works so well. And that's why they're doing it on a larger scale. So that is essentially what is on the horizon. And hopefully you guys are pretty excited about it, because Ashley and I are extremely excited. We've kind of done a mock run through the website, and it's actually pretty airtight. Kim Fist's organization has been utilizing this for 2 challenges, and it's been working extremely well for them. Actually, you might notice that some of the new presidentials have been using this format. It's not the reason why they went presidential, but it definitely is part of their strategic plan on what they utilize to grow that business. So this is basically the information. That's how we've utilized in the past. This is how we're taking it to the next level. And
we'll just open up for questions.
Let's open it up for questions. That's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions on how this works? I know I did when I first heard it.
Can they unmute themselves?
Yeah, go ahead and unmute yourself and just go ahead and ask. If you're not familiar with Zoom, in the bottom left-hand corner.
There's some people on chat too. So
hold on. Yeah, Ashley's on.
Real quick, we've got some on chat. Hang on. So somebody asked, as in previous contests we've run, are the weigh-ins an honor code? So you said that there's kind of a referee system. Can you explain that?
Yeah, and this is actually why it's going to be great to go through this as a test run, because we'll get to see this.
That's the thing. We feel like we want to do. We've always been like, well, we want to test something before we take a client through something. And so those are the kind of questions that I want to see too, from my own experience. So I feel super confident when, because we love our clients. We want to make sure that they're well taken care of. So I feel like that's by doing it ourselves first, that's the way that we're going to answer questions like that.
Yeah. And I can't stress enough, this is actually, not only is this exciting what we have here, Ashley and I have been wanting this interactive of a format all along, but we as a group only get to be we get to get a sneak preview at it because we're part of the Miller organization, because Dr. Ray asked this group to be a part of it and kind of do a test run. So we're actually going to be coming out of the gate where a lot of people are going to be learning about this at convention. We're already going to have a test run going through it, have our feet wet and momentum
get our graphics going.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty exciting. So Let me see here. The other questions here.
Do you know the answer to that though? From what you've learned from the guy that coordinates it, do you have
What's that?
The honor code thing?
Oh, so the honor code thing. So again, we'll see it in when we do this, but essentially, I believe you have to send a picture. You know, and I'm not behind.
Oh, I think that's right.
And actually, Terry's on the call. She could probably confirm. But I thought that they had some way to verify if it looked correct. So it's not just going to be making it up. But although, even if they did make it up, it's only a part of the actual the points that you earn.
And we've run so many, and I can't. There's nobody that I would say that made up their results. I mean, it was so obvious.
Yeah. So Terry, can you answer that? Do you know how they're doing that? If you're still on the line.
So first of all, hey everybody, what an excellent recap of everything. So yeah, you know, like Brad was saying, there's been several other groups that have ran several large groups through this. So they kind of have this down to the science. So the way it works is you'll have your weigh-in date, or you and your clients or your guests on there will have their weigh-in day up to 2 days before the day the challenge starts. And on the side, there will be like a little ticker thing you'll get a little message that says, okay, it's time for you to do your weigh-in confirmation. And they'll send you a code, I think it's a 5-digit code, and you'll write out the code on a piece of paper, put it on the scale, put it next to the scale, stand on the scale, take a picture, and then upload it. And then at the end of the confirmation, or the end of the challenge, they'll have a way out message to you. Okay, it's time to do your way out, and here's your code. And so this site is like a site for dummies. So it's easy.
Thanks, Terry. That's the one thing I've actually done some research with other things, with other companies before we got this one, when we were doing the research for getting this going, and that's how they normally do it. I didn't catch if that was exactly how they did it. So thanks for that recap. And then Lori, you asked, what's the benefit of having your own room? So if you can unmute yourself, are you talking about for this competition, or are you talking about post-convention?
I guess I'm talking about this one.
This one. Okay. So we wanted to make sure it was clear. We've had a lot of people that had questions and wanted to do a dry run of this, and we can't stress enough. If you feel like you want to start your own room and invite clients and are up to speed and see how this all works,
and it makes sense for you strategically,
please do that. Feel free to call Ashley and I. Would be happy to run you through how this works. But it seems like majority of people are going to see how this goes. Plus, there's coming out of convention, there's so many additional reasons.
Right. Like, there's a lot of people right now that, yes, client acquisition and all of that is on their strategic plan. But there's a lot of you, too, where the next 3 days or so, you are doing everything you can to get as many people as you can to convention. And so to not spread yourself so thin, thinking that you need to do everything at once, don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. Just evaluate, does it make sense strategically? You can consult your business mentor if it makes sense for you. And I would say some of you it does, some of you it doesn't. So you kind of know what your clients need and like what makes sense for you. You know the commitment that you want to put in right now that makes the most sense to your goals.
So if you hosted your own room, it would be your clients, and you would be facilitating them through the competition. You would be doing the weekly huddles, and you would be going through everything with them. So that would be the benefit, is you'd be running that. You'd be bringing clients on right now. The other thing of it is that you'd be learning as you go, and the'd be a little bit
which
of
may work for you. And we weren't experts when we ran our first one.
Yeah.
I mean, we were winging it. And it was fine. It's totally fine. So do what makes sense for you. It's definitely, we support both. It just has to make sense for you and your goals, and not something where you're just, don't feel pressure either way. Like, there's no right or wrong answer. It's whatever works for you.
So that's a really good question. And if you feel like it's a fit for you and you want to jump on this, please actually feel free to just give us a call right after this line. But we wanted to do kind of a broad overview so everyone can understand this pretty simply. So if you feel like that's you and you want to jump on it, well, you'd want to get on it pretty quick here, because it starts in 14 days. And usually we like at least probably what we found to be successful is probably about 3 to 5 weeks lead time at least to promote.
But that doesn't mean it's not going to be great for you.
And
that's not what it means at all. It's just don't be discouraged either, knowing it. Say you decide to do it and it's not a huge hit your first time. Don't think that that's a failure, because you didn't really you're doing a great job with what you've been given, if that makes sense. So don't come out of it thinking oh, I must have done something wrong. That's not the mindset. This is just for fun. This is learning so that we can be awesome after convention.
Because you definitely want to be awesome following convention as well. So either way you want to do your test run, again, if you feel like that might be a fit for you, give us a call afterwards. We'll help you guys get set up. So the last question was that, does it have to be a $20 ante? It can change per competition, but for this one, it's going to be a straight ante of $20. That's what it takes to enter into the competition. So it will be $20. And then let's see here. Last question. We just had a few more pop up. So to join the hotel, do we need to log in to make sure that we are in your hotel? Yes. So again, thank you, Denise, for asking that question. We will post the link that will get you into our hotel room. If you want to host your own, don't sign up under that link. You'll want to contact us and make sure we get you the link from Terry that will start your own page. So that's pretty much the info right there. And then let me see here.
All participants need to pay 20, no exceptions. In this one, that's the buy-in.
Yeah. And again, so in taking a step back from this is the great thing, is another lead generator. They have to ante into this. There's a lot of value in that $20. And plus, if they accomplish their goals, they're going to make their money back and probably make some more. So they'll be plugged in. They'll get all this additional support tools, and they have the potential to make money on the contest. So yes, it is $20 per participant, and it seems to have been worked out really well for the people that have done it. In the past, we've just offered up cash prizes, but this way there's a little bit more interaction.
We always wanted to run it where there was some type of buy-in. We just didn't know how. So this solved the problem that we were having. Because we noticed when we have, most of you have coached somebody who's done buy-ins at work, where sometimes it's $100 to buy into the pot, or $300, or, they're winning massive amounts of money. And so for some reason, I'm sure we all would be the same, is that when there's a buy-in, they're even more focused. And so, and I think you start to attract the people who really want it. But yeah, most people aren't going to bat an eyelash at 20, because they're used to paying way more for their work buy-ins and stuff.
Yes. And then also someone else asked if we set up, let me see here. Hold on. There's so many questions coming in.
Does the cash prize come from the website host?
Hold on one second here.
I don't know.
If we host our own competition, can we come up with our own ante? Yes. If you were doing your own hotel room, the ante is set by the hotel. So for instance, in this one, Dave and Terry are starting it, and this is their hotel. So it's $20 no matter what room you're in. Room you're in. So there's no difference. So it's all part of the same hotel. If down the line, and I'm not even really go there because it's probably not even going to happen, but if you started your own competition through the same website, you could make up your own ante. But I'm not even going to go there because I don't think anyone's going to even be doing that.
I don't think you want to pay the money to set it up.
And then
maybe you do, but it's a lot.
We got more. Does the cash prize come from the website host? So yes. So how this works, there's a few different ways, and we haven't even fully decided how the prizes will go out. But the pot that's won, once everything's done and they've calculated how many winners and they split the pot, that money is paid back into people's PayPal accounts. So it just goes right in the way that it came, and they just get to collect it. And it goes right into there. So easy in, easy out. And also, like we said, if we want to set up a side pot for other additional grand prizes, like if we want to set up an additional prize, like for the person that lost the most amount of inches, or the person that was on the most calls, or the person that invited the most people on, we can also do that too. The options are endless. So these are some of the cool things right here. So
okay, so one of the questions was, Terry sent a link that says coach link, and the question is this the link to Brad and Ashley's room? No.
So look on the Facebook group. We will post the link so you guys can join our hotel room. And if you guys would like to host your own room and you think that's a fit, contact us. We'll make sure to get you the link from David and Terry and just go over and make sure that's a good plan for you guys. So I think, okay, more. Do you have to have a PayPal account to participate? No, you do not. I believe if I went over here, you can see, let me
go back.
Let me share my screen again so I can show you guys this. Good questions. And let me see here. PowerPoint. You do not need a PayPal account to pay your ante. You can pay as a guest via PayPal. Okay, so yeah, so what you can do is, so when you click on challenge, you see the page view example, then you can easily pay as a guest, no account necessary. So like you can see, like here, let me actually enlarge this. So Sharon, to answer your question, if your client was signing up and they didn't have a PayPal account, look how simple this is. They would just click on the example and they would be shown how to sign up even if they don't have a PayPal account. So good question.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
I think
somebody said they paid with a credit card.
Oh, Joy paid with a credit card. You don't have to pay PayPal. And when, man, you guys have so many good questions. When do we start inviting our peeps? So actually, Denise, I'll just ask you, are you asking about clients or are you asking about your group?
Like your coaches or your clients. She's on mute. There it is. Hang on 1 second. We can't hear you. We still can't hear her. She's not on mute, but I don't know why we can't hear her.
Okay. Anyways, we can't hear you, Denise.
You can type it in. When do we start promoting? So
the one after convention or this one? Are you talking about for your coaches to join this?
This one in 14 days or the next one? Now. Okay, so that's something we'll take offline.
Yeah, so Denise,
because we'll talk about that with you offline.
So Denise, this question that you'd be asking is, we'd be asking you is, are you doing your own wall, your own hotel room, or are you just going to be encouraging your guests, your health coaches? So take that to us offline and we'll talk about that a little bit more. No, with yours. Okay, so yes, right now, if you wanted to invite any of your health coaches on this to get started, we'll give you the link. They can start joining right away. So feel free.
But we're not inviting clients to our room.
Yes.
Like our room is only for our health coaches, just so we're clear. And there was something you said made that kind of confusing earlier. So yeah,
that's why I keep you around.
Just please don't invite your clients because it's not going to have the support. Like it's not going to have the right kind of Zoom calls and all of that they would need at this particular time.
Because we're going to be going through it as an example, like talking to you as a competition. Yes, we'll obviously have goals and we can win, part of the prizes and we can hit up. And the other fun part is we can start setting new goals before we even go to convention in Anaheim. But we can win some cash even in a little bit here. But we can also learn how to do this for our own group. So it's going to be focused. The verbiage is going to be like
talking to coaches. So your clients would be like, what is going, they're not going to get the right experience from our room, from the Brad and Ashley Miller room. It's not going to be that kind of experience. This is for the people who are saying, hang on 1 second. Okay. So somebody is saying,
let's just take all this offline.
Okay. Whatever. But basically we're saying is we personally, this is not in our strategic plan. Personally, don't take that as any type of persuasion. For us to be doing a client group right now, our job personally is to get as many people to convention in the next 3 weeks as we possibly can. So you have to decide what's going to work for you. Like our clients, personally speaking, our frontline clients wouldn't even be mentally in the game right now. Like they're killing it without this. And so what we want to do with our clients and to build our client base is going to come after convention when we know what's coming out, we can't tell you, but we're thinking in that direction. We personally, if you want to know our mindset, is we don't want to run our clients through like 3 back-to-back, and that could potentially happen.
Yeah.
And we don't want to do that personally. Your clients, you might have a whole different breed. Like we all have a different breed of client. So you just have to assess what makes the most sense for you right now.
So we'll leave it with this because I think we've answered pretty much everyone's questions. If you feel like this is something you want to take part in this particular one, then get in contact with us. We'll help you get it set up. That's the case. Or maybe help discuss if that's what you guys want to do. If not, we're all going to do a test run together and have some fun. And then we'll be well ahead of the curve. Come after convention, we'll hit the ground running, probably even start promoting before convention. More details on that exact date as things start to formulate here in the next couple weeks. But we'll post the link so you guys can get signed up and start seeing how this works from a client point of view. You know, just see one, do one, teach one. And then we'll have some fun. And then we'll really shoot out of the gate at convention utilizing this tool just like we have in the past. And many of you guys remember all of our Drop It Like It's Hot August contest. So
it was so fun.
Many of you guys are new and don't know about that fun stuff. But that's actually one of the Gina Schnabel ones. No, Schnabel, sorry.
No, she won a January one. It wasn't Drop It Like It's Hot, I don't think.
She probably won a bunch of them. I don't know. She probably won them all. So with that being said, feel free to connect with us. We'll post that link so you guys can do that. And we're super excited to see you guys in just a few weeks. Remember to focus on just getting as many people as you can to convention, coming to convention, ready to learn. If you need help on any format, not only this competition, but in getting ready for convention or questions, please reach out. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
We are having.
It's not our first rodeo.
We can
help you.
We can help you. Yes, this is one of our many conventions we've been to. Last one is Dr. A. For those that are in the area, don't forget that Dr. A is going to be doing an event on Friday evening. I believe it's at 6:30 to 7:30. So anyone that wants to come learn more about Take Shape for Life and coaching, please do that. We will also be doing probably, we have to confirm once we get on site, the room's big enough, but we will be having people over in our room afterwards. So that's for you guys. That's for guests. Please come hang out. We don't get enough time with all you guys anyway. So that's the game plan, as well as a lot of awesome learning. So with that, we'll sign off. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to us. But this is what's coming down the line. This is what Ashley and I have been waiting for a long time to be up to this speed. And we're usually like, there needs to be a few tweaks. From what I've seen, this is exactly what we've been asking for a long time. So I hope you guys are as excited as we are. So look forward to connecting with you guys. Thanks for jumping on the call tonight. And we'll probably connect with a few of you guys shortly. But we'll also start seeing you guys sign up for this coach room and getting started with it. So have a great night, everybody. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.